Hello everybody, welcome to The Witcher Part 2. Well, The Witcher Gameplay Part 2. In this video, we'll be continuing off of Part 1, in which last time we spoke about the first part of the game, where I did the whole of White Orchid. If you have not seen that video, please retreat and go watch it. And I would like to ask all my viewers if they could please have just an incy bit of patience, as I will be taking through all the roads and all that, so it will take time. I asked people if they could just be safe, have patience, and have fun. So let's do this. After part 1, we went from White Orchid and we came here to Vizima with Yennefer, as we know, and we took a bath, and this man wants to cut my beard. Here we could go with something wrong with my beard, or fine, cut my beard. The old Witcher, he just wants his beard not cut, you know. But it's cool. Later on in the game we'll get different choices, but for now, he's gonna do it regardless, so let's just
then what?
Correspond with
Do my
him.
nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned.
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Morvran Vorius, commander of the Alba division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men, all of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. And razor to your throat.
Smart man and kind of a funny man. This man is actually a very loyal guy. He's not a bad guy or anything, so we want to treat him with a little bit of respect. So, and with some honesty, even if he might not believe it. So we're gonna go with Wild Hunt killed them.
Wild Hunt killed them.
A cavalcade of wraiths dashing across the night sky. These omens of war the peasantry bubbles about. Expect me to believe that.
Frankly, I don't really give a damn.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done.
Shall I shave him once more, against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress. Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Now here you get another decision. Wear my clothes or any color as long as it's black. If you haven't noticed, this is a joke. This is also a joke because you won't get your clothes, but this is more of a suitable joke for this. We're gonna go any color as long as it's black.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Now here you can get to choose either one of the three or all three, but you may not proceed unless you have chosen one and equipped one. So I'm gonna choose this one. For no reason whatsoever, I'm just choosing it. And now we must equip it. Unfortunately, they have taken our gear and somehow not our torches. You can drop the towel. Somehow this is worth more than golden spoons. But we're not going to get into that.
Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Now, yeah, you get a decision. I'm not a bore. I know how to bow. Again, another one of these decisions that no matter what you choose, you're going to be forced into a situation. So it's best just to go along with it.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Now, if you haven't already clicked it, it's left leg forward, right hand on chest. No matter what you choose, you will not proceed until you have done something. So we're just going to go left leg forward, right hand on chest automatically. He starts making accusations and saying it's like, do it properly.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
There we go. And now we have the chance to tour Vizima in its all
The gentleman will
shiny
address the Emperor only when
entails.
asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. Im grimi et art ketzer. Dijfen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow!
Now here we get one of our choices. We're just gonna bow.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Velian namen, wat gern favort. I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Here we have a decision. Need more information, not motivation. Or only doing this for Ciri. If we say only doing this for Ciri, we prove to Emir that Ciri is indeed better in your hands than what he is, or that you're doing it purely for Ciri. This doesn't have any major impacts, but it's kind of cool to see his reaction, so we're going to go only doing this for
Save your
Ciri.
generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman...
Disgusts.
need not bother.
Traveling through Vizima, you cannot run at this stage. I think later during the game we will be able to gain the ability to sprint by holding X or A. You can also use the Witcher senses to scout the area, like that. But that's considered stealing, so let's not become a thief and rather act like a proper Witcher. You may steal if that so pleases you, but unfortunately, if they catch you, you are dead. These guards are no joke, they wear that armor for a reason. If one had not already guessed it, then we are in the courtyard. There's a secret here at the courtyard which you can do. If you come to this place right here, you'll be able to push a block, which will in turn open up this. One of the secret, let's say, rooms you find in the game. And an old letter. Now we cannot do anything about it now, as well we can't even access our inventory, so let's just continue. I would recommend we rather keep to our Witcher gear rather than go on to any more until we find better or even worse, or maybe even have better perks for our Witcher gear. But until then, we are stuck with our Witcher gear for now.
Geralt, that tunic, you look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Ymir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
Here we get a choice. Now if you say, so they're our agents now, it's more of a mock towards Yennefer, as you make her feel like she's working for the wrong man. If we say, yeah, all grown up, then we engage in Geralt's father's side. And thus, Yennefer sees us as more of a dog type, and will trust us even more. I guess she can trust us even more. But let's just go for it.
How about that? She's grown up.
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Ymir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri. Using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Ymir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
So if you've not already guessed it, Yennefer states that she cannot use magic. This is because the Wild Hunt uses a different type of magic. Albeit navigate magic, where they're able to detect magical distortions. Thus, Ciri traveling through time and space, which we will get through at a later stage. You must also realize that not only can they locate Ciri when she travels through these places, but Yennefer using spells to locate such a being also throws her off. Therefore, they not only looked at her to try and attack her or get rid of her, but rather to recruit her, so that they could use her as their own navigator, so that they could find Ciri much quicker.
So where's Ciri been seen exactly?
In two places, Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconformed reports, rumors. but there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trolde. Join me there once you've learned something.
Now, before we part, why didn't you contact me earlier is useless talk. None of these actually influence your relationship with Yennefer. Time to get going concludes your conversation with such sorceress and continues the game.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Now, if you haven't already guessed it, she kind of tells you, hey, don't do any side missions, come straight. Now, yeah, the magical portals of the witches. By going through them, you teleport to a random location near you. And now I'm a bit lost. Okay, hold on. Okay, here I am. We were in this room, but now we're in this room. If you didn't get the joke, it's because we transported to different rooms. Okay. Let's talk to the Chamberlain.
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Now here you can't just pull up any map or go to any signpost. You must go to the one and only signpost in Vizima, the door. Talk about our royal house guest being kicked out, right? No. So we want to put in... Where the hell are my swords? I'm pretty... Okay, no. Not better. We want our armor, obviously. I mean, what do you think this is? You see our hunting trousers and our gloves. And we can just drop these useless items over here. Yeah, I know some of you will be like, yo bro, but there's money there. And it's like, you can take that and sell that. But it's like, no. Yeah, it's pretty useful now, but it won't be useful later. In the long run, it just ain't worth it. Velen, to the only fast travel point you have available in Velen. And if you've not understood yet, and some of you that are new to the game or have not got the game and don't understand, Velen and Novigrad are indeed the same place. This is just south and north. So at the moment here it says suggested level 10. That's a lie. I fought 30s. Suggested level 5. I've versed 20s. Do not trust these. These are starting levels. And as you can see, I'm only a level 2. So at the moment, this is north, south. If you go into Velen, you'll see this is Novigrad, this island here. And basically anything occupying this area here is Novigrad. This, my dear sirs and madams, is Velen. Even though Oxenfurt does stay within the southern region, it is considered Novigrad area, but it can be accessed from Velen. So there's no problem there. And it travels all the way down. This is known as the garrison, which you absolutely never go to unless you get that one mission or you want to come to this notice board. Otherwise, this is completely useless. And then yeah, you get other places. This is the Fike Isle. I don't want to really get into this as it's part of a story mission. Well, story mission, more or less. And then somewhere along here, I think it's somewhere here. Screw it. We're just gonna say yeah. This is your Crookback. Oh no, yeah. This is known as Crookback Bog. This is a very interesting location if you want to mine Drowner, water eggs, sometimes XP. Whatever suits your fancy, whatever waddles your twaddle. I do suggest you come here just to come take a quick look or grind. Enemies are not too powerful, they come in bunches but not in powers. So I would really come here to just to have a look. If not anything, for upgrades. Just to level up. If you want to grind level up in XP, just run around this area. But avoid, as there are some areas where you will encounter a rock troll, golem, earth elemental, fire elemental even, or even your occasional, yes you guessed that, if you are in the DLCs, 1 or 2 vampires. I've encountered one I think somewhere along here, a Bruxa or an Alpa, or an Alp. I don't know about a Garcane. I know there is a Garcane somewhere in this area, but that we'll do later. Right, now I will be taking us to Hangman's Tree, and our video will conclude there. Well, not Hangman's Tree, to the place where Hangman's Tree eventually takes us.
But something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Okay. In order to find Witcher gear, unlike the last one where we accidentally found a dead body, joke, here we will need to go to a specific merchant or merchants in order to find multiple forms of Witcher gear. Hence being the Griffin and I think the Viper. No, not the Viper. But don't worry, we'll get them along the way. So I know one at Griffin or Cat, Feline, there we go. We'll get the Feline gear and the Griffin gear. Or we'll get a base version and then we'll get missions to get the upgraded versions. Now if you haven't already get it, upgraded means you need the base. So you'll need to craft base forms of those versions in order to create the better versions. Hence if you want to go from base to enhanced, you need base. From enhanced to superior, you'll need enhanced. And and so on and so forth. With almost every gear. Now before people ask, there are indeed Grandmaster Witcher gears, but those are unavailable in the base game, and DLCs are indeed required in order to access Grandmaster. You can get Master Crafted Witcher gear, but not Grandmaster. There's a lot of controversy and speculation that they're the same thing, but they really are not. They really aren't. For some of you that like Geralt's current, there we go, we get access to our first DLC, and the Rune Ride and our second DLC. Now you could be all like, oh yo bro, why don't you go do the DLCs? And it's like, well, let's just be dead honest here, but these DLCs are not friendly for the faint of heart, as they are level 30 missions. Yes indeed, level 30, and very, very annoying. And 30 levels above me is a bit too much. There is, however, a way we can do this. It's like I told you, Gwen is your best friend. Use it as much as you can, especially when dealing with forts, I guess you could say. Now, I myself don't like killing dogs, I stated that in my first video, so this is always sad for me to do. But it's the XP, you know? And voila. After defeating said dogs, take the raw meat and dog tellers that can be used for crafting. More raw meat. And our last text, raw meat. Character development. This is important. In this guide, I'll be teaching you builds and tricks in order to properly jump through the game with the easiest of the easiest. Now, here will be considered your Griffin, plus 50 vitality. Not important, right? Well, not important for now. At the moment, our most important thing is to upgrade this little thing. And yes, you gotta have them equipped for them to be active. Now, while you have them equipped, I want to make it look more neat and in order, so I'll put it up there. This one I need 3. Obviously you get more, like here you'll get like 5, so do not worry about that. I will be going through these, but I never really touch these. Yeah, I never really touch these I don't think I've ever touched, so you don't really need these. These are not really efficient. These are basically your potions, poisons and bombs. Here's your potions, your brewing, your oil preparations. I mean, this ain't bad. 3% chance of poisoning the target. That's not really helpful. Well, I mean, unless you fully upgrade it, but not very helpful. Protective coating and all of that will go into a much separate video, if at all. Don't know if I'll ever touch this. These are never ever part of my builds. As you can see, you are extremely limited to how much you can have. So I never really go into these. Trial of the grasses, it's always active. Yeah, don't worry about that. As for these, we will be going into much better. This will make your armor more better, I guess you could say. Yeah, as you can see, each piece of heavy armor increases maximum vitality by 5%. Each piece. So say you own how many? 4 pieces. That's 20% increase maximum vitality. And vice versa for each and every one of them. Oh, except for this one. This one's crit hit damage, strong attack, and stamina. Okay, so they do have difference. Don't worry about that. If you gotta focus on what you want. If you're gonna do bear school, which is heavy, medium, and light. If you like to go light armor, which is more fluent and you can dodge quicker, dodge further, and essentially just move much quicker. But if you use heavy, you do more damage and you take less damage. So that's also very nice. And here we have strong back. This is something we'll get a little bit later, but extremely, extremely essential. Don't let people kid you. This is your best friend. A lot of people miss this and they don't understand. Maximum inventory weight is increased by 60. If you hadn't already guessed, we only have 60. So that's very good. Gorged on power is a very good one, but I wouldn't say I use it at all. This is not that great. Eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes. I mean, it's okay, but you end up picking up so much food that it eventually becomes inconsistent. As for this, increase adrenaline... I'm having a seizure. Increases adrenaline generation by 5%. Using science now generates adrenaline points. Now, if you haven't already guessed, this is extremely helpful. Attack is best defense. Don't worry about that. Heavy, don't worry. It's mainly this, and one of 3 that you'll normally do. Survival increase. This is very nice for beginners. In case you want to do beginners and you get hit quite a lot. Increased maximum vitality is just... it's up there. This is more for your crossbow to do 25% more damage, but it's not really used, as not a lot of people use crossbows unless they're going up against lions, normally just to bring them down to earth. And these are normally your secondary attacks. Alternate sign mode. These are alternate versions. By holding down, you can create different versions of these. Here you'll have Puppet, which you can control the mind of someone, and he will attack in your stead. This is very powerful, as using this in, albeit low, if you're a low level player and you're going up against high level enemies, multiple high level enemies, if you find the time to create one puppet, it will change the tide of the war. This is the win the battle, win the war type of thing. This is something we will definitely get, as once you get the upgraded version of this shield, let me just check. Yes, once you get the upgraded version of this shield, you indeed Damage absorbed by the shield restores player vitality. This is the health of no health, which is why I also stated having something that increases health is basically null and void if you have this. And plus this will help in almost every battle, as the more damage they do, the more health you get. Now here we have Fire Stream. You won't really be needing that. We just want to increase intensity so that, yeah, we just basically going to get that. But we will definitely be getting Exploding Shield in this. And as for this, reflects 5% of damage rolled back to the attacker. This is good, but also it takes a while for us to get. So if you have any separate or anything, then I would guess you use that. Magic Trap damages and slows enemies within a 10-yard radius. Destroys projectiles passing through this area. So in other words, this makes you, hello, I'm immune to projectiles. Your arrows don't do anything, and neither does anything else. Arch Sweep. Arch strikes all opponents in a certain radius. Knockdown chance is 21% lower. So this is a double-edged sword, I guess. So it will knock down people in a radius, but it will also, the chances of them actually getting knocked down are lower. So this will just push people, more or less. And here we have Shockwave. Art now deals 40 damage. So this is more to do damage rather than to do anything else. Pyromaniac uses a chance to apply burning by 20%. So, I mean, they're good, but they're not great. We will eventually be getting stuff like Whirl. This will help, very helpful, against surrounding enemies. If you're surrounded by a pack of Neckers, Drowners, and so on and so forth. But we won't really be going much into this other than doing these two. And obviously buying these so we can get the enough points to do these. But at the moment, let's just focus on the basics. And get this, as early in the game you'll encounter dialogues and you don't want to be late for those. Mutagens are just like when you kill the Griffin you get mutagens like Griffin Mutagen or that. They apply very different buffs and nerfs. Well, more buffs, actually only buffs. But do not worry about them as they are used mainly for creating potions and decoctions. So to answer your question, they're basically useless. Now here we go. Now we want to go to Alchemy, see what we have. We can still not create Swallow, as we need Dwarven Spirits, Drowner Brains, yes, Drowner Brains, and Calendine. Do not worry about White Honey, I've said that in my previous videos, these are useless. We just need Barbercrane Fruit, Water Essence, and more Dwarven Spirit. In case you haven't noticed, Dwarven Spirit is the goat of goats. Just you have one in your inventory for every purpose. Just buy it. Just use it. It's really, there's no disadvantage to having it. No reason to go to them. You don't have to do every quest in the game if you want to run the main story. Just do quests that mainly buff up your character. Another thing that I should probably point out is that when you do quests, let's say you do a quest that's 10 levels lower than you, or 5 levels lower than you, you will get considerably less HP for that. Now as you saw there, they back up. Whenever they back up, that automatically means, hey, welcome to the game. Up until now, we're going to be doing quite a few jump back attacks and jump forward attacks. But then you just want to dodge out of the way, let them jump, and cut them up.
Unbind me before the next ones come.
When they come, I'll tend to them. Meanwhile, let's you and me chat. Like to know who I'm untying.
John Verdon. Served in the 10th Maribor Division.
Long way from your army.
The army don't exist no more. Black Ones smashed it to bits. I scarpered off into the woods just before that happened. Joined a group of refugees. Fucking bursting with patriotism they were. As soon as they learned I'd abandoned Temeria in her hour of need, they beat me down. Tied me up like a turkey, left me to the drowners.
Now, here we can choose I won't help you and you just hang in the conversation and walk away and he eventually dies. Or I'll untie you,
Fine,
therefore
help.
being a good witcher.
Thanks. For a minute there, I was almost sure you'd leave me to die. I'd like to thank you somehow, but I've not a chip crown to my name.
Tough. I'll take the loss.
Thanks, Witcher. May you prosper on the path.
Now, I don't know exactly what kind of point he proves into the game. I feel like this is just one of the many good rolls that Garrett can pull. As I stated in my previous video, please grab as much plants as possible. You don't have to go grabbing every plant, but just new ones and anything just in your way. Just grab it. Like, yeah, blood moss. Believe it or not, that's actually useful. I think Wolfsbane's good against necrophages or cursed ones. There we go, we picked up Calendine. If you guys haven't noticed already, there was a potion or oil we could make that required Calendine. Therefore we gotta collect it. Now, no, I'm not saying go around collecting as much as possible, because this game is like hooked on your plants. It's worse than smoking weed, being addicted to weed and shit. But don't worry about that, as there will be people in the game which you can buy these things from. Now what you want to do is you want to kind of hit one, dodge. As you can see there, I did not dodge enough. Now let's just hold them all. Hold them off. Now we want to use Igni, as we are dealing with a group. Now, for those of you that haven't already realized, sometimes if you hit a burning opponent or opponent that's dealing with a insect, you do a little bit more damage. Like that, man's on heat, and boom, dead. Try and utilize as many foods as possible, as foods will increase vitality and support you in almost every area of the game. But like I stated, foods only work until a certain point and then become invalid. And that's about it. Let's carry on. Now, if you haven't already noticed, my objective marker says there, and this thing's gonna take me around. It is because Roach can't swim. Unfortunately. Yes, the mighty Witcher horse that carries the mighty Witcher cannot swim. But don't worry, as this is no small feat, as Geralt is able to swim. So we're just gonna take the road down here. And voila, we are indeed at the inn that this game so badly wants us to be at. Collect as many quests as possible, but do not go up against them unless you are prepared to go up against them. And also just realize that you have to.
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you.
Now yeah, you can say haven't finished my drink or expecting visitors. We're gonna go with haven't finished my drink. None of these choices actually affect anything.
Haven't finished my drink yet.
Innkeep, vodka.
Who's this?
Brave warrior, looks like. Got 2 swords, see?
Oi, great boy. What's the point of having 2 swords?
Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too.
You fucking deaf? Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
Now here's some important choices. Back off or die, you initiate a fight. I'm a witcher, you scare them. Care for a drink. We're gonna go with this as this creates friendship.
How about I buy everybody around?
Why would you?
Got the coin for it. Simple as that.
I don't drink with strangers.
We share a round, won't be strangers anymore. Then we go our separate ways.
And which way might yours be?
Now yeah, you can be dead honest or not too concerned, but let's be honest, heading to Novigrad, no point in hiding.
On my way to Novigrad.
City of whores and whoremongers.
Now here we go. Who are you? Cheers. We invade their privacy. Just say cheers. Again, good friendship.
And mine.
He is no important character. He just lets you through the gate. so you do not need to worry about this.
If you want a rest, come with me. Or the bench you can use.
There we go.
And there's the bumpkin with what looks like his son.
Now we just need to talk to this guy at the innkeep and ask him where the agent called Hendrik is. I am indeed South African, so I pronounce some names differently, and I do apologize for such things.
I don't generally poke my nose in other people's business.
Looking to stay the night?
No. I'm looking for Hendrik.
Man lives in Heatherton.
Don't know where that is.
Other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning, saw a strange glow. Imperials on the raid, perhaps. But who knows?
Anything else you can tell me about Hendrik?
Odd fellow. Arrived from who knows where and for no apparent reason. Shacked up with a widow whose husband was stabbed for a scrap of bread.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Aye, he stays out of their way. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages to disappear.
Thanks, Innkeep.
There we go. And this is where our video will conclude after I get to Heatherton. And yes, after getting to such place, I will complete this mission, and then this will be the end of our vid. So let's follow this road. And I swear, if someone sings Wheels on the Bus, I'm gonna kill someone. This is a horse, not a bus. Left, right, left, right. Good horsey. As I've stated before, I will be making separate videos, and I will be doing videos on Ghost of Tsushima, Infamous, Last of Us Part 2, and as many as I possibly can. I will even be making Siege gameplay, COD gameplay, but not of Modern Warfare, as I do not possess the title.
They're strange.
So I please ask you guys to check those videos when they come up. Thank you. So let's get ready. Torai Quende. Now, as you see, these dogs level 2 are a bit tough. The dogs we fought in the beginning of this map were level 1. I always hate killing dogs. It's always been a passion of mine not to do. But for now, just to satisfy the game. Points of interest. These are places in which you can go that is marked on the map with a question mark. And some of them contain high level enemies that will indeed rip you apart. So I beg you not to go there unless you are definitely ready.
Leave me be, whoever you is. Get away!
Calm down. It's over.
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut. If you'd have heard the cries, sir. If you'd have heard how a man can scream, how he can suffer.
So, here we go. Tell me what happened now.
Happened here, step by step.
Like a good boy.
Took them all. The sun was waning, see, and the dusk went crimson like blood. Thought to myself, strange, the toads, I cannot hear them.
the Wild Hunt.
I know not what happened there, save terror through and through. Hendrik screamed. Then he begged. By the end, he could do naught but moan.
Shit.
Weren't here long, the terrors. Yet the village froze like in the heart of winter.
You in that hut when they rode off?
No, and I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell, and peace of mind to you.
So let's go. Into this house we will find, yes, a dead man. Every little 10-year-old boy's dreams. I'm not talking about the orphans. Let's go.
Tortured him. Maybe they missed something.
Now, should search his trousers. I mean, all we're gonna find there is a little knob that's probably been cut off and used for some wild hunt pleasures. But let's not do that. He hides something in his boots. This is something a little bit more sanitary and obvious. I mean, come on, we're not gonna in his jerkins. I don't even know what the hell a jerkin is. I guess I had. Don't know. We're gonna see if he hit something in his boots.
Should check his boots. Blood congealed. Key hidden in his boot.
What do you know? There was a key.
Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
For some people out there, no, it was not his butt. There was no key for his butt. It's under the rug.
There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning.
And there we go. Oh, we have to double click on this. Now, I recommend we use the ladder, as if you do not use the ladder, you will indeed die. I just gotta... Okay, I did not die. Normally I die. Okay, cool. We're good. Now, yeah. Okay, hold on. First, let's loot these. There's some money.
On display.
There we go.
Lost his
I will
master.
indeed go loot those things. But do not worry. Let's go to them now. A vial can be used for crafting. Such good things. We need some light in this dark ass area. I mean, no one wants to be in a dark room alone. Look, a big book. I mean, it can't be a Bible, but okay.
A ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings.
Now you gotta read all the headings. I recommend reading every single one, even if the game asks you to proceed.
Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also sighted in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair. Scar on her face. Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talked to Baron at Crow's Perch. Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcopse. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say.
That should be about it. Think that's all.
Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri, thus the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Okay guys, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me today on my vid. I hope you guys leave a like, subscribe, and push the notifications bell for some more. I hate being those type of people, but I guess it gets the job done. Read through the notes as something will get you. I will be making other videos containing gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima, Siege, COD, and Last of Us. And if you want to leave a link or give me an address or even a title that you wish for me to play on PS4, please leave it down in the comment section below. I will review as many as I can and get back to you. And if I have the title or if I've got the money to buy it, I will indeed buy it and play it and make a video concerning about it. Thank you everyone. Have fun.